Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Milton Estes, age 88, of the Brooklyn community, will be at 11 a.m. tomorrow at Holly Pond Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Jerry Hackney will officiate interment in Brooklyn Cemetery. Holly Pond Funeral Home is directing. Mr. Estes passed away Tuesday at his residence. Funeral services for James Edward Floyd, age 75, of Colvin, are incomplete and will be announced later by Colvin Funeral Home. He passed away yesterday. Graveside services for Justin Mark Edens, age 34, of Vinemont, formerly of Jonesville, Virginia, will be held at noon on Monday at Lee Memorial Gardens in Woodway, Virginia. Colvin Funeral Home is assisting in those arrangements. Memorial services for Dewey Ronald Spears will be at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday morning at Brickyard Baptist Church in Cullman. Cullman Heritage is in charge. Mr. Spears passed away on Friday. Memorial services for Herschel Purvis will be held at 10:30 a.m. this Sunday at Brickyard Baptist Church in Cullman. Cullman Heritage is in charge. Mr. Purvis passed away on Monday. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Good morning and welcome to Premier Bank Presents Today on 2. I know we have Miss here today.
I'm on the other side.
You are on the other side today. You are not just visiting and showing us books. You are here with me co-hosting the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're very excited about that.
It's very early.
And it's very befitting because we actually have author Chris Colvin coming on the show today.
Yeah, good guy. You'll like him.
Mm-hmm. So we always start out with the weather, Miss Deb. So
do we do the weather?
That. Yes. So
it's dark.
Yes. Make the switch to Mitch. The weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue, and the weather almanac for the 26th of September. The average high is 84, average low 61. The record high on this date was 101 in 1925. 1925 has been a very hot summer, apparently, because lots of records this week from there.
All that global warming.
That's right. 40 degrees was the low in 1981. Today's sunset is at 7:13 and tomorrow's sunrise is at 6:08. And here's a satellite picture for this morning. Now, our part of the country is looking really nice, but up in that direction is not looking so good.
That would be the east.
Yes, thank you. And today's forecast, mostly cloudy, then becoming sunny with a high near 81. That means that it's going to get better, Miss Deb.
Yay.
Clear skies tonight with a low around 59. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 83. Saturday, sunny, breezy with a high near 83. That sounds great. On Sunday, it's going to be a great weekend. Mostly sunny with a high near 81. Monday, partly sunny, and Tuesday, partly sunny with 20% chances of rain both days.
Good, good. Nice weather.
Nice
it's
weather
like
coming up.
Coming up on fall. This
That's
is my favorite time of year.
Once it gets into the 70s, that's when I'm really going to be loving it.
I'm a fall and spring girl.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, oh well. Hey, we're back.
I know we are.
Is this the point where we have to banter?
Yes. I told Miss Deb that there was a point in the opening where we had some time to talk. We were actually talking about. I really want to know how many books Miss Deb has read over her whole life.
12.
Just 12. I believe it's way more than that.
I just finished Andy Andrews' new book, The Lost Choice. So if you haven't read that yet, go ahead and get a copy. It's every time Andy Andrews writes a book, I say, okay, this is it. This is going to be his best book. No, I was wrong. He's got another best book. It's a character study, really, really good, suitable for all ages. I can't think of anyone that I would not recommend it to. It's that good. Definitely get it. The Lost Choice by Andy Andrews.
Okay. Well, that's what Miss Dave is reading right now then.
Yeah.
Or just
that
finished.
one. And I'm rereading Redbird Christmas by Fannie Flagg. And if you haven't read that one, that's another good one too. That's a real, I like that.
I've never read a book that you've recommended and been sorry that I read it.
See, there you go.
Not one time.
There you go.
So take
So you
that.
should take that. And Fanny and Andy Andrews are kind of local boys.
Okay.
Fanny's from Birmingham,
Oh,
and
wow.
she used to do the Birmingham news for when I was your age. She was on the station down there, and it was wonderful seeing her. Andy Andrews has actually got a Coleman connection. He's living down South Alabama right now. But when he was growing up, 3, 4, 5 years old, his daddy was the minister of music at First Baptist.
Wow.
Yeah.
How interesting.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube video that is hysterical about when his daddy was the minister of music, and he called young. We got a minute. He called young Andy up on stage and asked Andy to sing "Amazing Grace." And Andy's like this big. He's like 3 or 4 years old, right? And 3 or 4 year old boys have absolutely no sense of place and appropriateness. And oh, by the way, this was church. And so he had discovered that you could sing "Amazing Grace" to many other tunes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, like Gilligan's Island, and it's absolutely
that's fabulous.
hysterical. So if you have access to the internet, go on YouTube and look for that. It's so fun. You'll have to pause it because you're laughing so hard and you don't want to miss any more. It's really that funny.
That's great. I've never actually tried to sing "Amazing Grace" to something different than I think we've sang
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a life like me. Yeah, you can do it.
That's phenomenal. Now I'm going to spend all day figuring out what I can sing
That's
"Amazing
right,
Grace"
and it'll be
to.
stuck in your head.
That's right.
And then you'll sing it right in church.
Maybe
and
I can
totally
just whip
screw
it out
up.
in church, right?
That's right. You'll mess it up in church,
Right. It'll be great. Really throw some people off. All right, well, Miss Ed, we do need to check our Facebook friend of the day today, and that is Margaret Diane Forrester, and she likes Dolly Parton and the Hunger Games. So
Okay, those are different.
they are. And some people like varying things, you know. And our Facebook friend of the day does receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. So,
good stuff.
And like we said earlier, author Chris Colvin is coming to see us today, and he will be here in just a few minutes. And we have George Spear coming up next, so stay tuned.
We got a safe driver headed toward the freeway. He is doing 44 in a 45. Now
In the
looks like
nation,
he's headed
Safe
into
just got a
tunnel.
little
That
more
lights are coming on.
exciting.
That's it.
Add
Dark
Vanishing
there. That's good.
Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Just another way we put members first, because we don't have
Look at that.
shareholders.
Bill, that's perfect merch. That was flawless.
Nationwide is on your side.
And comment on this Thursday morning. The week's getting away from us, and if you think that's bad, check out the date of the month. You know, it'll be here and gone before it's over with. I saw Christmas displays. I think it was Hobby Lobby in July. What happened to all those other holidays? You know? Oh well. The Colvin City Council has decided they're going to create the state's first ever special events district, you see. That's because so many people are having things at Depot Park, you know, Fest Hall, and that whenever they're there, then if there's anything alcoholic sold, they have to consume it on the premises, and that's it. What they're wanting to do is allow alcohol sales and open containers in the several block area around Fest Hall, and that's during special events. But whenever it comes time, you know, whenever that thing's over with, then they'll close it down. So that's what they're planning to do, and in fact it's on its way, I guess maybe even as early as Oktoberfest, not sure. All right, that, and as well as the fact that we've got another one weighing in to run for office, this time for the Lieutenant Governor. Dr. Angelo Mancuso of Cortland, Alabama, says that the announcement last week of International Paper's closing and the politicians' handling of that prompted Dr. Angelo to think of another political run as a Democrat. He ran for a Republican last time, but now he's thinking about switching to Democrat in hopes of getting a bunch of votes, at least in Lawrence County anyway. International Paper had 1,100 employees, and they're out of business by by the fact that, of course, people don't use as much paper as they used to. The internet, you pay your bills online, and in fact, I've gotten to the point now to where I got a dollar bill in my wallet, and I use my debit card for everything. It's a good way to, to get a record of your expenditures, so you know where you were when you spent that $2 or $3 and such. But at any rate, so Dr. Mancuso is going to be doing his thing. He's thinking seriously about it and running for lieutenant governor. As you probably have seen, the cost of a stamp could be going up. It's got the rate proposal must be approved by the Independent Postal Regulatory Commission. Now, if the commission accepts it, the increase to 49 cents will become effective January 26th. Do you remember what the cost of a stamp is now? I really don't remember. The thing's been going up so often. 46. So it'd be going up 3 cents if it does in January. What? It is. And so we're talking about closing, some post offices are eliminating Saturday delivery and such. Snail mail, as they call it, is still there when it comes to advertising. Just ask all those politicians who had their handouts, mailed directly to homes and such. What happens whenever, if you're a teenager, you're playing for a football team at a school in Roosevelt, Utah, and you're told, along with the rest of the team, that turn in your gear? Why is that? It's not budget. It's because of the fact the players on this team in Roosevelt, Utah, have been involved in a number of bad things, including cutting class, disrespecting teachers, cyberbullying, and the coach said enough's enough, and he has the support of most of the parents. When does that bad behavior end? It's not something that that is conducive to a good name or a good football record, for that matter. Samuel L. Jackson, the actor, he's speaking out on President Obama. Of course, Jackson's a black actor. He says, "Stop trying to talk like one of us. Drop the G. Stop trying to be cool. Be who you are, presidential." Oh well. And also in North Texas, people are staying inside. Some are anyway. In this North Texas town, a small one, they say that they've got invasion going on. They got an invasion of spiders. These particular spiders they take part of a web, or they create part of a web, and it's so light, and the spider's so light that this time of year they begin to catch the winds and migrate somewhere else. It's wrapped around poles, on people's cars, and such. Some folks, not knowing what it was, asked, I don't know what you call somebody who studies insects, an insect study person, I guess, what these things are, and are they dangerous? No, but they certainly are in the way. I was talking to a man who works for a pest control company a couple of days ago. I was up at Radio Shack. And he said, well, I don't know if you have ever heard of a pack saddle. When I was a kid, anything green and was a caterpillar or a worm, they could really hurt. But now you got other or not animals, but other little insects, some that like oak trees. It's a beautiful design, but they're as painful, if not more painful, than a pack saddle sting. So maybe we can get somebody from that kind of business to come in and show us some pictures of things to avoid. All right, stay tuned. More Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Colvin County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
And we're back now, and it's time for our merchant ad segment, and we're going to see what prizes we have to give away today. We have the assorted bag of apples from Steel Orchard.
Oh, I want those.
And we have the $15 coupon to Rodney G's Hickory Grill. If you haven't eaten there, it's
I have.
fabulous.
I actually ate at Rodney G's when they were out where
yes,
we live.
Where by the Angler.
We've been with Rodney G's for a long time. Great stuff. Have you tried their little sliders?
Yes,
They're
everything
awesome.
there is great.
Yeah.
So $15 coupon for there. And
Can I win?
I don't know, Miss Deb.
If I know the answer, I can, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Maybe.
Better call quick.
Better call quick. So let's start our merchant ads for today. All right, we start with Cotton States Barns of Coleman. They have carports, play sets, and utility trailers and storage buildings. No credit check, and you're approved at Cotton States Barns of Coleman.
The Busy Bee Cafe. Oh, I love the Busy Bee. I love breakfast there. They're open Friday and Saturday from 2 to 9 p.m. Open for dinner now. Home of the original breaded burger. You got to be at the Busy Bee.
And Earl's Body Shop, they're voted the best towing service. David, Diane, and employees thank you for this honor. They have large and small towing available, local or long distance. You can also visit them on the web at earlsbodyshop.com.
Parents and teachers, don't drive miles and miles. The Teacher Supply Store has everything you need. Classroom materials, decorations. They're across from the Coleman Cemetery entrance on 9th Avenue. Go see them.
And a new fitness facility is in downtown Coleman. It's called Be Fit. It's next to an arts gallery, and it's located on 314 First Avenue. And it's only $50 per month and no contract.
Ooh, choco-covered cheesecake. That's hard to say. That's like a tongue twister. But it's the blizzard of the month, and you got to go get that. Dairy Queen, right?
Tires for Less is more than just tires. They offer oil changes, minor engine repairs, and shocks and brakes repairs. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less. They have Bridgestone and Firestone tires.
Rodney G's. We just talked about Rodney G's. If you haven't been there, you got to go. They've got a full bar, barbecue, hot wings, large menu. They've got a big TV. You can watch the games there. It's awesome. You should definitely try Rodney G's.
And Mr. Hicks Menswear, they're the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing. They're now offering suits made to your measurements. They have men's, regular, big and tall sizes.
And Borden Family Pharmacy, Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. They have shingles shots, pneumonia shots, whooping cough shots. Get your shots now at Borden Family Pharmacy.
And Mad Dog Mike's Sayers Barbecue, he has a new football tailgate package that's only $50 right now, and this will feed about 12 people. So go out to Mad Dog Mike's, and if you're tailgating this weekend. All right, now it's time for our question of the day, and I have a question ready, and so get your phones ready and dial 256-7347-399. Now our question today is, which advertiser, yeah, they do that, which advertiser offers a no credit check and you're immediately approved? Which advertiser has no credit check and you're immediately approved?
Can we give hints?
We can't give hints, but we can watch, while you're calling in, we can watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Good morning. I'm Jordan Carter with Premier Bank. Today I want to tell you about how internet banking can be beneficial to a small business. Internet banking can help a small business reconcile bank statements, make transfers, along with various other functions. I hope that this will make running your business a little easier. Thank you.
And our question for today is, which of our advertisers offers a no credit check and you're immediately approved?
Which one?
Which one?
Which one?
Miss Deb is gonna take your prizes, guys, if you don't
in a heartbeat.
we will go have lunch at Rodney G's today, Miss Deb.
Yes,
how about
we
that?
will. We will.
All right, let's go ahead and look at our second set of merchant ads. Starting with Autotech Repair and Service. They have electronic diagnostic and TechNet professional auto service. They also offer major engine repairs, transmission repairs, and brakes repairs. This is the Autotech.
Mullins Body Shop. 50 years in Coleman. Wow, 50 years at Mullins Body Shop, and you can count on them for all your body shop repair needs.
And Brown & Company Beverages. This is a specialty wine and beer store. They have a beer cave, barware, and specialty items, a large variety of domestics and imports, wine and beer tastings at Brown & Company Beverages.
I get to do Rodney G's again?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, am I lucky today or what? Okay, well, college football Saturdays, Tuesday night trivia, Monday night football, they've got that, and great food. Wow, you just can't beat it.
Oh.
Hey, I get to do this one.
That's right.
Deb's Bookstore, the best used bookstore in Coleman, just down the street. I happen to know the owner personally. She's awesome. You got to go in there, get your books half price every day.
Grand Point Pharmacy, by customer request, there's a Remedy Skin Repair Cream for patients at high risk, and it restores skin's natural moisture and balance. This is called 2O Goats, and it's at Grand Point Pharmacy.
Fitness opportunities. Wow, they've got at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, they've got a competition pool and a fitness center and rubberized walking track. Gotta go.
In Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk, or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is the person to call. He offers weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching. All right, and now it is time to check our birthdays for today. On this Thursday, Miss Dot Burleson is celebrating a birthday. So we are excited to put her in our drawing for Friday, where she has a possibility of winning an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. Also, it's my stepdad, Jeff Strickland's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad. So, I don't know if you're watching, you're probably at work, but still, happy birthday. So next, we have author Chris Colvin coming up.
He's here.
He's here right now. So stay tuned.
Around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens, dual fuel, double ovens, and they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room, the best room, your kitchen. We're devoted to it, and you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
We are so fortunate today to have Chris Colvin with us. He is the pastor of Northside Church of the Nazarene in Jasper. I met you, about 6 or 8 months ago, I guess, when he was hawking his book. Sometimes when local authors come in the store, I'm a little hesitant. It's like everyone has written a book, and sometimes they're actually very good. And this is one of them. Show them your book.
All right.
This is Revelation for Everyday Life. Chris brought this book into me, and I read it, and it was wonderful. And I said, please, let's have a book signing. And we're going to have one this Saturday.
This Saturday
at noon at
right.
Deb's Bookstore. So come on down and meet Chris and see his book. And let's first of all, tell me how you came to write the book. It's a wonderful story.
Well, I talk about it a little bit in the introduction of the book, where there's a verse out of 2 Timothy that really just kept eating away at me, and it said all Scripture is inspired and useful for instruction. And I thought, that applies to everything in Scripture, including the book of Revelation. And as Christians, so many times we take Revelation and we just don't read it, or we're afraid of it.
It's scary. It's hard.
Right. And I said, if all Scripture is truly inspired and useful for instruction, then Revelation has got to have something in it for us. And so I had a class in grad school back in 2009 with Dr. Dan Boone at Trevecca Nazarene University. He's a great professor. And the whole class was about preaching Revelation. And so we did all this research through the book, and it was about being able to preach it, not so much, teach it. And I said, I'm going to write a book about that. So that's how the book came together, and it's been great. And I've taken some life experiences and applied it to the book. It's not heavy on theory and theology. A lot of people are big into that with Revelation, and that really wasn't the angle I wanted to take. I wanted a book where you can read it and you can say, all right, Revelation has something for me.
I got something out of this.
Exactly.
And the little life experiences you put in there really humanize the book, and they make it real. It's like, oh, now I understand why that's in there. Now it makes sense. I really enjoy that. Tell us about that chapter that you told me was particularly hard to write, which is actually one of the best parts of the book.
We back in 2010, we found out my wife had a heart condition, and the way we found that out was I went to the gym that night, and I came home, and my wife was kind of pale, and she wasn't feeling good, and I work for a fire department too. I pastor a church and then work for a fire department during the week, and I said,
well, let's put out all kind of fires, can't you?
Yeah, I tried, or start some, but I said, well, let's go down to the fire department. Let me check you out. And she said, okay. So we got down to the fire station. I called the guy that was on shift. He's a good friend of mine. Kevin Goolsby's his name, and he had pulled some equipment out for me, and we hooked her up on the monitor, and we were taking a look at her heart, and it was doing this really weird thing. And I said, well, that's not good. And then she just kind of looked at me with that blank stare and went pale and was gone. And her heart stopped, and I looked at Kevin and I said, I need you to hand me some adrenaline, and he gave me that, and we started an IV, and we started pushing drugs on her, and she came back, and we carried her to St. Vincent's in an ambulance. And that was a really, really tough time for me. And what I tell everybody is I laid on the floor and cried like a baby when all that was over, because I saved my wife. And but she's doing great today.
Yeah.
She's running. Her doctor wanted her to do a lot more cardio, so she started doing a lot of running. She's getting ready for a half marathon. So
it's all a good story.
It's worked out
so
great.
Tell us how you work that into the study of Revelation.
Well, I was talking about, a lot of people focus on the negative aspects of Revelation and some of those terror texts where you're looking at these seals and trumpets and bowls and all this stuff.
Bad horsemen.
Exactly, yeah, right. The four horsemen of the apocalypse, you always hear about that. And I said, the issues that we're dealing with in life that sometimes catch us by surprise are no different than some of these issues that we're reading about in Revelation. And so when we see Revelation and we see that Christ has victory over all of these things, we can say, I have victory in my life as well. So
yeah, it really is. It's quite good. This would be an excellent small group study or a Sunday school study or anything like that. Or it would be a great personal study.
Yes.
I really enjoyed. You can read it straight through, just read it straight through like a book, like a novel. But then you want to go back, and then you want to kind of look up some of the scriptures and see how it fits. I never thought that I could look at the book of Revelation and not be afraid.
Right.
Yeah. It was just beyond me. It was too hard. It was too much theology, too much dream stuff, too much symbolism, and I never really understood it. And after reading this book, it's like not only am I not afraid of it anymore, but I'm not afraid.
Exactly.
So this was a wonderful book, and I really encourage all of you, please, to come take a look at the book. I've got plenty in the store. Take a look at it, see if it's right for you, and I believe you'll find that it will be. Chris will be at the store at noon.
Noon on Saturday.
This Saturday, the 28th, and it's noon until ish. Okay, so as long as y'all are coming in, we're going to stay open. Normally I close at 2, but don't let that be a hindrance to you. Please come by and see it. Meet Chris. He's a really nice guy. I enjoy meeting and talking with him so much. He's worked very hard on this book, and you can tell. He's actually in the midst of another book that I'm very excited about. So get in on the ground floor with these local authors. He's going to be a gazillionaire, and you won't be able to touch him.
That's right, yes. But I'll never forget you, Dad.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. We got him his start.
That's it.
Yeah, please, show your book again.
All right.
Revelation for Everyday Life by Chris Colvin. Come and see. Is that it? Are we done?
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the John James Audubon exhibit is going on right now at the Evelyn Burrow Museum. Get ready for Oktoberfest with ballroom dance lessons tonight at the Donnelly Green Building at Ingle Park. It's 6 p.m. and there is no charge. And our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to send to us, please email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or be a friend on Facebook. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. And mostly cloudy today, then becoming sunny with a high near 81. Tonight, there will be clear skies with a low near 59. And tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 83.
It's hard being young.
It is, isn't it?
Hey, well,
and we do want to thank
another shameless plug
That's
for
right.
This is a community billboard effort. Chris Colvin's book, Revelation for Everyday Life, on sale now at Deb's Bookstore.
That's
We're
right.
having a book signing with Chris Saturday the 28th at noon. So please come by. Great, but it's not big. It's okay. You can do this.
So thank you, Deb, and thank you, Chris.
This was fun. Thank you for coming in.
And thank you, and we hope you have a great day.